The Ultimates 3.0 is debuting this week, and Marvel says bring on the bad guys, launching with their biggest bad guy, Doctor Doom, on another Marvel heavy edition of Pals Pulls and a Marvel heavy edition of Pals Previews. We've got a lot of books that we're going to be talking about this week, so let's waste no time and let you know which books we are going to be reading for sure on Pals Pulls this Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern. So we've got Ultimates number 13, the debut of Ultimates 3.0. Bring on the Bad Guys Doom number 1. Avengers vs. Aliens number 4, the finale of that series. New Gods number 7, and Absolute Flash number 4. You guys know the routine. Call your shot.
I know it's a Marvel heavy week, and we got Ultimates on here. Typically, it is an Ultimates pick for me, but not when New Gods is on that docket. Man, I am hyped for New Gods. Who's the special guest we get this month on New Gods here? I'm trying to bring it up.
It's this month. What? Is there one?
There might not be. There might not be, or at least not according to League of Comic Geeks. But I think they've been late to the game on that a couple times at this point. It might be. Moore is listed on the cover, so maybe Travis Moore, possibly.
That'd be cool. Hopefully.
Yeah. I'm loving New Gods. This one, it looks like New Gods are finally, front and center on Earth right now. So our A and B plot are now coalescing, and we're finally going to get some forward momentum in the plot going forward. I'm real into New Gods, and I'm pretty sure Cale is too.
That's number one with a bullet for me.
Come on. AVA's back. Alien vs. Avengers. I love this. I will patiently sit here and wait. And when it does, I'm eager to enjoy.
Ultimates 3.0. I am very, very excited to see what that's going to look like. Ultimates 12 was, I thought it was a fantastic issue, and so I'm looking forward to how they're gonna continue that story and where things go next.
I just hope there's some good variants for Ultimates 3.0 because I need something for the thumbnail, and that's not it.
Yeah, that's not great thumbnail material. But those are the books we are guaranteed to talk about. There is one more book that will make the docket, though, and that's the one that you guys decide in the Pals poll, which is up on the post tab on our YouTube channel. You got 4 options, and I think they're pretty good picks. Amazing Spider-Man number 6 pulling up the rear at the moment with 13% of the vote.
Just
Emma
like Spider-Man.
Come on.
Emma Frost, the White Queen, number 1, the debut of her latest series. That's 27%. Crypto, the Last Dog of Krypton at 29%. And Superman Unlimited, number 2, at 31%. So pretty tight without Amazing Spider-Man. No one cares about that book, I guess. But the 3 DC books, or the 2 DC books and the other Marvel, really tight vote.
It's wild that a Crypto book is beating Emma Frost.
It's beating a Spider-Man book.
Well, that's not wild. In this the year of our Lord 2025, that's not crazy to me.
Out of these books, I think I want to read Crypto the most, though. Personally speaking, again, the preview, the Mike Norton art that we got in the DC books last week was enough to be like, I do want to read this. So I'm hoping I'm pulling for my dog there.
Man, I put my vote into Amazing Spider-Man. I had faith in the audience, but might have to repurpose for that Gooner cover.
There's no Gooner covers for Crypto, right? Please say no.
Oh,
please say
no,
no.
but I do see some thighs, so.
Man, you love voting for
Frost variants.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we know Emma Frost is going to be on the June bestseller list for ICV too once that comes out.
No doubt about it. No doubt. I'm trying to scope out what cover I want. Damn, I want this Greg Land 1 of 25 variant. Yeah, I might have to get that.
1 of 25 is usually a $25 comic, right? Roughly.
I think so.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there. Yeah. Shit. All right. Yeah, I might not be doing that. Oh well.
Amy Chu writing.
She's good. Yeah, she's good. It's a good creative team.
So those are your options. Vote your heart out. Let us know what book you want us to add to the docket. What we're going to do now is turn things over to leagueofcomicgeeks.com, who always have the list of everything that's going to come out in the upcoming week, and we're gonna rattle some books off. The books we're most excited about, the stuff we're looking forward to the most this week.
I hit it first this week, actually.
Please.
I want to call it Battle Beast. That number one was actually way better than it should have been. So I'm actually kind of gutted we're not doing number two on the show. I really I think this book has like the perfect story engine. You know, the ship's computer now wants to kill Battle Beast and is on an active quest to find guys that will kill him. But that's also Battle Beast's whole mission. Sweet.
Rad. The solicit or the description here is 2 sentences. Battle Beast has entered the Blood Games. This is bad news, but not for him. This was my pick of the week last time.
Yeah.
I also wish we could have covered this, but I'm eagerly waiting this one.
Could be a quick take at the end. Who knows?
Oh,
But yeah, I'm with you for Battle Beast. This was a fun first issue, and it's Otley doing Otley shit. Like,
Yep.
regardless of what else it is, like, it's just a feast for the eyes.
What would you guys kick off the docket for this?
I don't know if
Genuine question.
I don't know if the only one I would think was like
Forgive me, I've already forgotten what's on the docket.
I'd probably say
One more time?
bring on the bad guys Doom, because I'm not a big
Yes.
Guggenheim guy.
You know what? I might even say Absolute Flash.
Ooh.
yeah, not a bad call.
Like I'm enjoying Flash, but Battle Beast is a lot more fun.
You guys want to make the call? You want to switch it up? I was hesitant to kick any Absolute book off the docket, but if you guys are down, I'm down.
I'm saying I might just do a little addition at the end, little sweet treat for the listeners, but it's up to you guys.
I'd rather read Battle Beast than Absolute Flash. I have not been hot in that book. I happy to do that.
Damn, Flash is getting bumped to a quick hit
Brutal.
instead.
An
Live.
absolute book.
I'm also
Live on
saying
air.
we don't
Fuck
kick
it.
anything off
Fuck it.
because I edit
Yes.
this. Oh
Kick
God.
it.
Okay. Well, there
All
goes
right.
the editing for it.
All right.
I
Fair
hope-
enough.
I
Leave
hope-
it in. No, this is all live. This is real shit right now.
Well, yeah.
I want them to hear this.
I was gonna say I hope they listen to the entirety of the episode.
Yeah.
Cool.
Leave it
All
in.
right, that'll be time.
Sounds good. Because I want to read it too. I only didn't put it on because, we are slaves to the Absolute universe. But shit.
Not
we're
no
gonna-
mo.
I'm
Damn.
down with that.
No longer.
Dark side ain't
absolute.
round here.
Okay, I want to do another a call out real quick. Let's shift over to Wonder Woman number 22. Whoever drew this cover, I'm looking this up. This cover is by Daniel. This is Fanfare cover.
Yeah.
With Tomo Moray on colors as well. There's some fetish shit. There's some giantess level stuff. But the solicit for this is also interesting. So this is The Mouse Man Cometh. As the stage is set for our next tale, Diana tells their daughter the story of one of their greatest adventures together. The maniacal Mouse Man debuts looking to prove himself against the Amazon princess and severely underestimates how powerful she and her allies truly are. Could his humiliating defeat have repercussions for Diana in the future? Who the fuck is Mouse Man?
So we're gonna get more text boxes, but this time from Diana about another man who thinks he can beat her up.
I assume Mouse Man
Cool.
sounds a lot like Marco's Bane impression.
I would only hope.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna have in my mind, actually.
Yeah. I'm scared about the potential vor implications of this book. But I'm still having fun with Wonder Woman, so I'm cool. This feels like a one and done, which I'm also a big fan of.
40 pages.
That's big for a mouse. Yeah, I'm excited for this.
I'm gonna shout out something a little bigger than a mouse, but Batman Superman World's Finest, which apparently has a kaiju and Batman mech on the cover, with a Stephen Colbert variant, which I'm gonna try to see if I can find.
Very good.
He touted that on one of his episodes like a week or two
he
ago.
did.
Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to find that. By Dan Mora. So Look at that.
He called Danny Moore out by name tue, which was cool.
Whoa.
Yeah. I
Wow.
was like, ooh, comics on not Seth Meyers' show? That's interesting.
Yeah, right? Um, yeah, I've been enjoying Batman, Superman World Finest whenever I dip my toe in. I feel like it's one of those things you can kind of pick up, and the We Are Tomorrow stuff, I think I've skipped around, so I'd rather come in back to like the genesis of the book and just an adventure, a fun romp.
I am very, very much looking forward to Mega Man X Timelines #1. This is my favorite version of Mega Man being one of my favorite characters in the history of media. And so I am really, really, really excited for this. I hope it's good. It's got a creative team that I'm not aware of, Daniel Arsenault and Edwin Huang. I've never read anything by either one of them, but it's Mega Man, dude. That cover is all I need to see, and I am down for this. So hopefully they don't let me down. It's my birthday week. It's Mega Man X, my favorite version. Don't let me down.
The free comic book day Mega Man book was really good. It was really fun. I didn't make it to my shop to find the Mega Man #1 issue. Was that how was that?
Dude, I never saw it in my shop. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Hope they deliver for your birthday. Jeez.
Yeah, for real.
Might have to do some work to get this.
I hope not.
I also wanted to shout out Godzilla versus Avengers #1. Been having fun popping in and out of these Godzilla crossovers. There's been a lot of just Godzilla stuff in general.
This is round 5, yeah.
Yeah. Godzilla Heist I wasn't too hot on. Some of the other Godzilla stuff I'm still waiting for. And so this is like a nice filler gap for me. So this looks to be fun. I've been enjoying them. I wanna read this one, especially against the new Avengers.
Yeah, I wanted to call it out too. That was going to be my next one as well. It's David F. Walker writing this one. And this is him writing the Bendis era Avengers because every
Yeah.
issue has been a decade. So now we're in the 2000s.
Oh.
So this is my decade here. This is Cap with Luke Cage, Wolverine, Spider-Woman, and Iron Man. This is the Bendis era.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Woman is on the cover.
And so is Spider-Man.
Is he? Oh, I'm looking at a thumbnail. He's tiny. Okay. Yeah.
Damn.
Both Spider. Sorry, didn't want to forget about a man. But yeah. This is exciting. I actually really like David F. Walker, and it's interesting because he's good friends with Brian Michael Bendis, and now he's tackling that era that his friend wrote essentially in this. So could be good, and he's writing Luke Cage again. So hell yeah.
George's Gianti on art. I haven't seen
Yeah.
him since the Buffy the Vampire
Yep.
Slayer days, so I'm very excited for that part.
I was gonna call that out as well. Yeah.
Very cool. I will be buying West Coast Avengers #8. This is a series that I really didn't want to like because Ultron is on it. He's on the team, and I don't love that. But I gotta be honest, this book has been very good. It's Jerry Duggan with Danny Kim art, and it's good. It's enjoyable. I really like learning about some of these characters that I normally wouldn't read. And Jerry Duggan is kind of carving out an interesting space here, all his own. The West Coast Avengers are a weird team, but they're kind of a good one. And I didn't think I'd be sitting here saying this 8 issues in, but I think this is the only Avengers book that I'm reading, and I think it's very enjoyable.
Guys, there's a new Kelly Thompson #1 coming out this week. We didn't even mention yet.
What?
And that's
Is?
it's Jeff the Landshark #1.
Oh, okay. I'll
yeah.
relax.
The solicit has, fresh off the heels of Marvel Rivals. I'm actually excited for this. I really like what Kelly does with Jeff. Jeff was introduced by Kelly, I believe, in her West Coast Avengers run. I believe he's a MODOK creation, strangely enough. And then Jeff followed into her Deadpool run. So this is one of Kelly's darlings. And now that Jeff is huge as a character, I have a Jeff bumper sticker on my car currently. That is exciting to see her kind of capitalize on that. And this is the art is by Toki. How do I pronounce this? Toki Tokiro Tokoro. Ooh, boy, butchered that one probably. But it should be in the same realm of the previous Jeff books and Gwenpool and all that. So I'm excited for it. This could be fun, and I'm also talking about it for SEO. So who knows?
No Guru Hero on the art. I'm shocked by that. I know he did the cover, but wow.
Yeah, Guru Hero. They're great. It's a duo actually, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I wanted to shout out Benjamin, which is far down the list. This is by Ben H. Winters and Leo Max, and an Oni Press book. It caught me by the cover. Winters, people might know from the Cruel Universe ECs, like republished some of those published stuff, the fantasy stuff. And so uh, it seems to be um, a sci-fi take on a man lost on some kind of cosmic quest. I don't know. It's caught my eye from a color standpoint, so I'm interested to see what this is about.
Leo Max did that the Rogues book, the Black Label book.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember the art being
Oh.
really interesting in that book.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, very similarly, Exquisite Corpses #2 comes out this week from James Tynan and Michael Walsh. Now we're gonna get into the battle royale in Oak Valley. I'm interested to see where this goes. We've got a knife wielding zealot covered in human skin, a heartthrob with an axe, and a pint-sized sociopath with a high-powered drone. Cool.
Whoa. I gotta shout out Fantastic Four Fanfare #2. I actually didn't like the first issue very much. It felt like just stories they may have had in the can that didn't really do a lot for the Fantastic Four. But this one features Jonathan Hickman, credited as a writer for it. So I'm very interested to see what he'll do. His return to the Fantastic Four. Of course, he had that legendary run that we will soon be talking about on our book club. But joining him are John Taylor Christopher, Mark Buckingham, and Andrew McIntosh, Dustin Weaver as well, Joe Carabagna, Dave Stewart, and Marcio Menace. So some real heavy hitters. And Jonathan Hickman and Dustin Weaver are going to be a creative team to themselves for the story they're going to tell.
Hell yeah.
So that's very exciting to me. I will definitely be picking this up.
That's that Shield team, right?
Yo, wait. No, Weaver wasn't the artist behind Shield.
I
It was
think
an Italian artist, I believe.
I think Dustin
Am I-
Weaver did something. I think one of the Shield spin-offs, maybe. What are they? They've done something together for sure.
I think you're probably right. Oh no, you're right. It was Dustin Weaver. It was. I thought it was an Italian artist. Oh,
no,
you know what I was
Galileo.
thinking of?
You're thinking of
I
the
was thinking
character.
of Secret Warriors. I
Oh,
was thinking
okay,
of
yeah,
Secret
that was
Warriors.
Stefano
Yeah.
Caselli.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, you're totally right. Did you read Shield, by the way?
yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I love that they're the idea of like these historical characters that exist in real life. It was Da Vinci. You know, maybe that's the Italian
Yeah.
you were thinking of, Sean. Da Vinci's in Shield, and like he is like a major part of it, and it still exists. And I think that bled into some of the Fantastic Four. Right? Didn't he show up at one point in Fantastic Four? Hickman's.
I don't recall that.
I don't think so.
He definitely bled into another book though at one point. It might have been Secret Warriors.
I'm not sure. Blood and Thunder is getting its second issue releasing this week. It's got Robert Kirkman on the listed on the cover as a creator, but he really only helped put the story together. This is Benito Carreno and EJ Sue and Michelle Asarascorn. This is their baby. And it's a great, the first issue was phenomenal, very fresh, very interesting. EJ Sue actually joined our Discord server, which is pretty cool. I'm not saying that this because of that. This issue 1 was one of the fresher issue 1s that I've read in some time. So I'm very
Yeah.
excited for this follow-up.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean the episode's out there. We were all pretty hot on it.
Oh, I cruised right past this. Oh man, I'm so glad you pointed that out.
It's good stuff.
My last one. I gotta call it out because I enjoyed the first issue. The Gwenpool #2 comes out this week. It's Gwenpool.
Did you enjoy the last one?
I did. Yeah, yeah. I liked it. It played with the format of comic book panels and used it to her power set. Like she walks out on the foreground of a panel and it comes into the background because of scaling. She was huge and fought Fin Fang Foom for it. I thought that was really smart. And then there's it gets violent at the end. The tone changes and she calls out Frank Miller. I had a lot of fun with it. I'm excited for issue 2.
Why did I think?
Is
Go ahead.
is this the new Gwenpool?
This is the evil Gwenpool, but it also has Gwenpool.
The evil Gwenpool that's supposed to be Gwen Stacy?
Correct. But also
Oh.
Gwendolyn Poole is the main character.
Yeah. Other Gwenpool. Heather Antos Gwenpool.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought Stephanie Phillips was writing this, but I guess that's the other Gwenpool.
Gwenpool.
No. There's this is the Gwenpool series. This is the only Gwenpool series. There's only one. It is They are both in the same book.
Wait,
There's-
are you being serious?
Yes, I'm being serious. This is the
So
Gwenpool series.
Stephanie Phillips didn't write. She wasn't writing. I thought she was writing Gwenpool.
No, this is she might have at one point, but she's currently writing Spider Ghost, if that's what you're thinking of.
Oh,
Ghost Spider.
Ghost Spider, yeah. Spider Ghost sounds
right.
better.
No, it doesn't.
This one's by Caven Scott, art by Stefano Nessi. It's a singular Gwenpool. Both of the Gwenpools we've talked about are in this book.
Wild.
Gwenpool.
So fucking confusing.
I've gotten over it. Her name is Gwendolyn Poole. She is not Gwen Stacy, but this other one is.
Whew. My last call out is They Choose Violence #1. This is an AWA book, Artists, Writers, and Artisans, and I haven't read a ton of their output, but this one intrigues me a lot. So this is the solicit. Laneka, Deirdre, and Karen, 3 HBCU besties turned professional career women, enraged by the systemic injustice plaguing their community, band together to form a vigilante squad that targets white supremacists deemed to have circumvented the justice system and gotten away with protected murder. Serving up grisly justice in increasingly creative ways, the vigilante posse becomes front page news while always staying one step ahead of the law. It's liberating, it's addictive, and it's kind of fun until a copycat killer emerges. They Choose Violence asks what happens when you go down the dark, unforgiving road of revenge. What happens when the only path forward is escalation? There's no turning back now for anyone. That is right up my alley. I love stories about revenge and the cost of revenge. And so this will be, as long as the creative team nails it, Sheldon Allen, Mauricio Campatella, and Danielle Carmenico and Matt Bowers, as long as they nail it, I will love this. I don't know any of those creative people, but I like the premise a lot. So I will buy this.
I feel like you can always trust an AWA book too. I saw that, but I wasn't sure about the cover. The cover does a lot for me a lot of the time, so
Marco judging
That
books by
cover-
their cover.
I do.
I like that cover a lot because you know what it is? It's the image of, the scales of justice
Yeah.
being held by a black woman. That's some
Mm.
shit. Like, give me that.
Oh, interesting. I saw like a waxiness on it.
Marco doesn't see color.
I think
Doesn't
it's
see.
He sees wax.
yeah. I'll be buying this.
My last one is Star Trek Omega. I was under the impression Lower War was the end of IDW's run. I'm so pumped to learn that might not be the case. This is the wrap up. This is the denouement of Star Trek and Star Trek Defiant. And apparently it's going to have a look at what happens after this. It's the Omega is by the same team with the addition of Christopher Cantwell, which is pretty exciting. So I'm hoping that going forward. Cantwell will be on some Star Trek. That will be cool. Oh, I
Cantwell
think he
was-
was on Defiant.
Yeah, he was doing Defiant, I believe, previous to this. Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I wanted to get into I kind of did get into the Star Trek stuff when it first launched, but it lost me.
Hmm.
So maybe once they start a new story arc, I'll jump back on, especially if Christopher Cantwell is going to continue his involvement.
I would think you'd be into the Worf stuff.
Well, they did the what was the initial story? It was that cloned villain guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
K-less.
that was awesome.
Yeah. I could be
I
wrong
don't
about that.
I don't remember who the creative team was, but that was really good stuff. So okay, I think that's it for our shout outs, but we still got a spotlight. And so we're going to turn it over to Marco, who wants to present you one of his favorite books of recent.
We're gonna be talking about Nikki Smith Crossplay. This I'd gotten back in an SPX, and I believe I met Nikki. But the premise of this, I won't show any images because this is it is a queer book, and it is hyper sexual. Um, but the reason I want to shout it out was I think the style and what Nikki Smith tries to get across about identity intertwined with sexuality and intertwined with in this case um, uh, cosplay and cross dressing. There's this blurring of identity that kind of comes across that I think was really interesting. There are some executional things that I feel like don't always land, but I really enjoyed the attempt, and I really enjoyed what it had to say in certain moments about that blurred line and the flexibility and the fluidity of things. And so, for anybody who is interested, crossplay, and I'll just read the back of this. Is crossplay follows a group of friends as they dress up, explore their gender and sexuality, and have some really hot sex. It's a perfect combination of sexy and nerdy. It is Pride, so I've just been picking up. I've been dipping toe into some books in general, related to queerness, and funny that we actually talked about Maria Lovett on the episode. So for anybody who hasn't tuned in, I would recommend you go tune into the most recent show. We did talk about some censorship, and I happen to have picked up Maria Lovett's Crave, which I will be diving into next.
Head
Don't know
first.
much about it. Go ahead, what?
I said head first. You're gonna be diving into that one.
Head first. It's about a mysterious app that promises to make your desires come true. Spreads amongst the students of an elite university who use it as a hookup app, and then from there, certain characters start to engage with it. Hijinks and things ensue, but there's like some kind of mystery in the backdrop of this all. So I'm excited to read this, and I really enjoyed the style of Marie Lovett's work. I can actually show you the back here too. Like there's this. Um, I'm trying to remember who did the covers of like maybe it was some Miller stuff, but there's like this um form of like flexibility to the art, which I'm not quite sure how to describe any better than that, but I'd recommend you go check it out. Just flipping through the pages was really interesting. So yeah, shout out to that.
And if I have to pull pages for this video, I'm just gonna censor it with your head. So
Yeah, go for it. Happy to.
Dude, that sounds awesome. That Crave. I love Maria Lovett's work, and I also love Mirka and Dolfo. I love how they're,
Mm.
doing these kinds of stories that involve sexuality, but it's like sex plus, it feels like. It's like sex plus science fiction, sex plus mystery. So I'm probably gonna pick that up, man. That sounds really good.
I've never read her work, so I'm excited to take a dive into it. Some of these pinups are wild in the back too. So
all right, see where those hands are. Come on, put those. Don't come on. There we go. All right.
easy.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. Before you put your hand on that exit button, make sure that you like this video and keep in your mind that if you want to hear our full thoughts on the books that we told you will be on the docket for Palace Pools, you got to be with us on Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern to listen to the show. So enjoy your week. Leave it in the comments if we missed anything, and we're going to be here all week long, so stay tuned to this channel. Thanks for watching. Take care, guys.
See you next week.